Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial and I'll teach you how you can create an ATM terminal with Python. So these are the main kind of logic we want to implement in this program. Customers should be able to create ATM pins, and the pin should be of 4 digits and digits only, no alphanumeric. Then the customer should be able to log in only with the pins they have created. Then they can see the balances, withdraw, deposit, and exits. I want to use functions to make everything more readable. So without much ado, let's get into it. So we can create the create pin function by saying that define create pin, and while true, you can say pin is assigned to input create a 4 digits pin. Can you see that? Now, if pin, we want to make sure that the pin has only 4 digits. So we can say that the length of the pin is equal to 4. Then we also want to make sure that it is, digits. So we can say that pin door is digits. Usually in JavaScript, we could have said use this operator for and, but Python doesn't recognize it, so we simply use a normal and. That cuts it. So if it is this, the terminal should print that pin is successfully created. Then return it. Yeah, return pin. Or else, since we have said return pin, we don't have to say else. We simply have to print after this indentation and say print invalid pin. Only 4 digits and no alphanumeric. Try again. Can you see that? Then we can come here to say to define the login pin function. So now that they can create a pin, we should be able to log in with the same pin. So we can say define login, taking the parameter of pin and say password. We have to create a system where the customers don't always have to keep repeating passwords to prevent Sybil attack or to prevent brute forcing. So we can say password inputting chances is assigned to 3. Then while password input chances is not 0, that means that is if it is still between the range of 1 and 3. Entered pin should be input enter your created 4 digits pin. Now we have to be sure. So if entered pin is same thing is equal to pin, then we can say that you have successfully logged in. Then return the true. Return the function to be true and say that password imputing chances is it keeps decreasing. This implements the fact that once a customer imputes password, a wrong password, the chances keep coming down by 1 to 0. So here we can print that password input chances remaining. No, let's make it a statement, of course. And probably format it. Let's format it to clean it up. Okay, then go back in the indentation and say print. This is for false though. This is for false. Say accounts locked for repeated login failure. Then we return false. Now let's go ahead to create the balance function. Define show user balance. Here we simply have to say that print your balance is balance. That means we have to create a parameter here for balance and format accordingly. Make it float, then impute the function here and to deposits. We have to make a couple of checks such that no zero deposits and say that if amount is less than or is 0, return amounts. Let's define withdrawal. Withdraw money. We can simply say amount is assigned to flow impute now if amount is greater than balance, we should revert and say that no, you do not have sufficient funds. Then return 0. So this is to prevent withdrawing 0 or anything around 0. So as you can see here, we are out of this indentation. This makes what they return does differ for what this does. Since we have this out of the way, let's go ahead to create a main function and say define main to be print welcome to YouTube Bank, whatever you want to name it. Then pin is assigned to create pane to ensure that the pin that the user use or impute is the same thing they use to access the account. We have to say that if not login pin, read on. Yeah. We have to set the global balance to 0 such that every customer will start from 0. And right now we'll go ahead to create a Boolean variable called customer is running, which we will use to run our loop. So we can say customer is, or we can say customer engagement is running, assigned to true. We will now use this. It's simply similar to saying while true. So we'll simply use this true Boolean variable to run our loop and say that while customer engagement is running, this simply means while a customer is operating the ATM terminal and engaging with it, interacting with it, then this loop should start. According to the code logic we want to implement, we want to implement deposit, withdrawal, seeing balances, and exiting. So we can simply say that print one is equal to show customer balance. No, we don't have to tell them they are customers, so show balance. Then let's copy this and put it in 4 places. Two is what? Deposit. Withdrawal and exit. Change the numbers accordingly. 3, 2, yeah, great. And now let's put in, a customer has to pick between these 4 choices. So we can say choices is equal to input is assigned to input, please enter between 1 and 4. Then if choice is equal to 1, this is equal to 1, show user balance. Elif choice is equal to 2, balance, incremental addition, deposit. Elif choice, no choices. That's why we are having this. Or you can simply read the error in real time and be like, it says choice is not defined. So we have to define it, and we got to see that we define only choices and not choice. These are simple things to fix when you are coding on a normal day. If choice is 3, then what should the code do? Balance, decremental addition, decremental addition, then elif choice 4, we can simply run out of the loop, call it a day, by saying that customer engagement is running is simply false. This way, the loop will collapse. And that settles it. So after this runs, we can say that thank you so much for banking with us. Have a great day. Okay, we probably need to print stuff out here so the customers can know when anything is successful. Print, we don't have to print this, but let's print successful deposits. Right now, let's try and execute our program, but we have to, balance up our main so our main can execute properly. If name is main, main. Okay, beautiful. Can you see? Welcome to YouTube Bank. So let's see our terminal. Our pin is 0000. Pin successfully created. Now we want to log in. So let's try to do. Mainly, the reason we are having issues with this is because of our indentation here is not correct. So we can do this properly by saying, putting tab here, tab, tab correctly, tab this also inside, tab this inside, and let's kind of check it now. We can say 000 as the, let's test with something else. Can you see that it is executing properly? Let's try to use alphanumeric. Now we are bounced out, but let's be more serious and simply go by it again. 000 000. Let's deposit $1,000. Check our balance. Can you see 1,000? Let's try to withdraw $1,500. No, you do not have sufficient funds. Successful, unsuccessful withdrawal. So let's go ahead to kind of withdraw, let's say $200. Successful withdrawal. Can you see? And let's simply tap out by pressing 4. And that's it. Thank you for banking with us. Have a great day. And thank you guys for watching this till the end. If you want me to explain anything else in Python or something in this tutorial is not quite clear to you, let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.